It's now just a little more than 2 weeks before the November election, and our local campaigns are really getting into high gear. One of the most contentious is in the 8th District congressional race between Republican incumbent Dave Reichert and Democratic challenger Darcy Berner. Both squared off in Newcastle this morning, and KIRO 7 Eyewitness News reporter Bob Branham was there.
The participants have
This was a forum, not a debate, but it did give the packed room a chance to hear from the two candidates in one of the most watched congressional races in the country. Iraq dominated much of the discussion.
We need a Congress that will hold George Bush and this administration accountable for his failures, including his failure in Iraq. And this Congress and this congressman have demonstrated they won't do that, but I will.
Reichert agreed the Iraq war was started under false pretenses, but he said now the U.S. has to tough it out. And he spoke of his experience as a King County sheriff in voicing his support for the troops.
I know what it's like to have people point guns at you, and I know what it's like to hear bullets crack over your head.
The only time emotions rose a bit was when each was asked about campaign charges by the other side.
He says without any citation that I'm committed to raising taxes, which is simply a lie.
For his part, Reichert is angry about a Berner campaign ad that suggests Reichert always follows the party line, saying he is on record as opposing some Republican initiatives.
If she were standing for the ethical approach to working with people in Congress, she would say it was wrong and demand that it be taken off the airwaves. Sometimes President Bush is right, and I'll say that openly. Sometimes in Seattle, sometimes President Bush is wrong.
Unlike some raucous previous appearances by the two candidates, this forum was polite and orderly as the clock ticks toward November 7th. This is the last community forum of this type for the two candidates before the November election, in a race that may just go right down to the wire. In Newcastle, Bob Branham, KIRO 7 Eyewitness News.